How Luke 23:34 taught me to forgive the unforgivable from one Bible verse. SW. I was 16 when my mom and I were walking to our car after church on a quiet Sunday morning. That's when we saw him, my dad, standing by the curb, duffel bag in hand, eyes hollow. "I'm leaving," he said flatly. He didn't wait for questions. He turned, got into a taxi, and disappeared down the street. No warning, no goodbye hugs, no "I'm sorry." I stood, frozen, my mother silently weeping beside me, as the man who taught me to ride a bike and promised to be there forever drove away forever. I was wrecked and furious. For years, I carried that pain like a stone in my chest. Every Father's Day, every Christmas, every time I saw a dad hugging his kid at a game, it reopened the wound. I hadn't planned to go in. I was just avoiding a party I didn't want to attend. The room was quiet, candlelit. I took a seat in the back. I built walls, not just around my heart, but around my faith. How could God let him walk away? How could he love someone who shattered his family? Then, one night in college, I wandered into a chapel on campus. I thought about how Jesus didn't wait for an apology. He didn't wait for remorse. He forgave right in the middle of betrayal. The speaker was talking about forgiveness. I rolled my eyes, but then he read this verse, Luke 23:34. Jesus said, "Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they are doing." I learned that forgiveness, about excusing the pain, about refusing to let it define me. I started journaling letters to my dad I never planned to send. I prayed blessings over his life, sometimes through clenched teeth. He was talking about the cross, about Jesus asking God to forgive the very people who were nailing him to it. He said he was proud of me, and then, at the bottom, he wrote, "I couldn't move." I thought about the people in my life who had hurt me, especially my dad. Tears welled in my eyes. I whispered a prayer that felt impossible. "God, I don't want to forgive him, but I want to." That was the beginning. Forgiveness wasn't a light switch. It was a long road. But each day, I gave God a little more of the bitterness. And slowly, something broke open. Not just the anger, but the lie that forgiveness meant weakness. One day, years later, I received an unexpected email. "It's something you do with Jesus for your healing." It was from him. He wrote about his regrets, his failures, and how he'd been watching from a distance, afraid to reach out. I know I don't deserve it, but if there's any chance you can forgive me. I cried harder than I had in years. And I wrote back, "I already have." Not because I'm strong, but because Jesus was. Forgiveness didn't erase the past, but it set my heart free. Friend, I don't know who hurt you or how deep the scar goes, but I know this forgiveness is not something you do for them. Luke 23:34 isn't just a verse. It's an invitation to let go, to trust God with the justice, and to walk forward with peace. Share and comment this if you believe God still writes the best stories.